As a videographer and an editor who is often on the go, I've been looking at purchasing a portable battery for a number of years now. And after a lot of research, I settled on the ECOFLOW Portable Power Station Delta 2. Now, it is no doubt that purchasing one of these power stations is an investment, which is why one of the primary reasons I chose this battery was due to it having a 1024 watt-hour lithium ion phosphate battery, which in short pretty much means it has a very long-lasting battery. To break that down even further, this battery is rated for 3,000 cycles at 80% capacity. This means if you were to fully charge and discharge this battery every single day, you would be able to do it for 8 years before there was any wear on the battery. On top of that, it also has a 5-year warranty, so if anything was to happen in that amount of time, you are covered. So when I was looking to purchase a battery, those two facts alone were very strong selling points for me. Looking at the battery in terms of outlets, it's pretty self-explanatory. On the front, we have your display, 2 USB-A outputs, 2 USB-A fast charging outputs, and 2 USB-C outputs. On the back, it has an orange solar or car charging input and an AC charging input. You will also see 6 AC output sockets that support up to 1800 watts, and a cigarette outlet with 2 5521 outputs. On the side of the battery, you will also find the extra battery port, which will allow for you to attach the ECOFLOW Delta Max battery for additional battery storage. Now to power it on, you simply hold the power button on the front of the battery until the display turns on. The display shows an estimate of the amount of hours the battery has left, the percentage of charge it currently holds, and the amount of wattage for the input and output. Then, to send power to whichever outlet you are trying to use, you press the gray button until you see a small LED light turn on. The same goes for on the back as well, so if you are using a port from each side, make sure all LED lights are on. Another strong selling point for me was how quickly this battery can charge when plugged into your normal wall outlet. It is said to be able to charge from 0 to 80% in 50 minutes, while a full charge will take about an hour and a half. One thing you will quickly find out is that when you plug it into charge, the fans do turn on and they can be a little loud, but I'll happily take the trade of fast charging for a little bit of noise. Another side note, they do include a cable that allows you to charge from your vehicle, but it does take a much longer time to fully charge, being around 12 to 15 hours. So obviously the fastest way to charge this is just going to be plugging it into a normal outlet. Now let's do some tests. First up, we have my iPhone. I'll plug it into the USB-C port, and once I enable power to the ports, you'll see my phone begins to charge. It has a very low draw with an output of around 8 to 14 watts, and it is said to be able to charge a phone 89 times on a full battery. Next up is my MacBook Pro 16-inch M1, which has little to no draw when simply charging, but when I exported out a video in Premiere, the output rises to be around 100 watts with a battery life of around 8 hours. It is said to be able to charge a laptop 16 times on a full battery. My drone batteries have an output of 38 watts and have a battery life of around 17 hours. It is said to be able to charge 25 drone batteries on a full battery. An electric fan looks to last for around 12 hours on the low setting, 11 hours on the medium setting, and 10 hours on the high setting. An electric hairdryer looks to last only 1 hour on the low setting and only about 34 minutes on its high setting. Lastly, we have a blender, which looks to last 9 hours on low, 3 to 4 hours on medium, and 3 hours on high. Overall, I am super happy with this portable battery. There are some other additional features such as app support, which allows you to adjust the battery settings from your phone, as well as solar panel support, as this battery accepts 500 watts from solar panels, meaning it can be charged in around 5 hours from the sun. Now I'm only covering the absolute basics of this battery, so be sure to dive in even further if you're looking to get more information, but this has been the EcoFlow Portable Power Station Delta 2, and I can't recommend it enough.